Whether it be technology or any other industry, China is full of surprises. However, when it comes to space expansion, there are a number of surprising aspects of China's expansion into space. Rapid development. China's space program has made rapid progress in recent years. It has launched a number of successful missions, including sending its first spacecraft to the moon, landing a rover on the far side of the moon, and launching a number of satellites. These satellites are all set to explore the far side of the galaxy, so as in the hope to find something new, such as new life. Military involvement. The Chinese space program is closely tied to the country's military, with the People's Liberation Army playing a significant role in the development and operation of spacecraft and launch vehicles. This is not the first time that the rising world power has been criticized for involving its military in some of its programs, especially when it comes to space exploration and finding new life, which is the right of the world to know of. Commercial partnerships. In addition to its government-funded space program, China has also established a number of partnerships with commercial companies to develop and launch satellites and other space-based assets. Besides getting funding from the military, China plans to expand its network in order to further its interests, and hence decided to pair up with some commercial giants that were willing to invest in the country's space program. This would help China in the longer run when it comes to who has power in space. Space station. China is currently building its own space station called the Chinese Space Station, which is expected to be completed by the end of 2022. The CSS will be used for a variety of purposes, including scientific research and space exploration. Perhaps one of the most thrilling and exciting projects of China is the building of its own space station, especially at a time when the International Space Station is going to revoke its affiliations with the US, as the USA will retire from the treaty. This could prove to be very beneficial for China, as after the ISS, China would soon be the sole power in the realm of space. Human spaceflight. China has also made significant progress in human spaceflight, with a number of successful manned missions to low Earth orbit. It is also planning to send astronauts to the moon in the future. Lunar exploration. In addition to landing a rover on the far side of the moon, China has also sent a number of missions to the moon's surface, including the Chang'e 4 and 5 spacecraft, which have conducted a variety of scientific experiments and collected samples of lunar soil and rock. These samples are vital to the research that has been put in order to learn the contents of the moon much better. Deep space exploration. China has also made progress in deep space exploration, with the successful launch of its Chang'e 4 mission to the asteroid 4179 to Tatis in 2020. The spacecraft conducted a number of scientific experiments and sent back images and data about the asteroid's surface and composition. Deep space exploration is certainly a topic to talk about when it comes to research in space. While many countries are still struggling to go into space, China has been able to further its space programs into deep space exploration. Space debris. China's space program has also faced criticism for its role in contributing to the growing problem with space debris. Some of China's space missions, including its 2007 anti-satellite test, have resulted in the creation of large amounts of debris that pose a potential threat to other spacecraft and satellites. Despite the fact that most of its space programs are certainly for the better, the problem of space debris production comes at a big price. The debris could interfere with other satellites and heavily man-made objects that are vital to get the know-how of space and its daily happenings. If those satellites were to shut down due to any reason, it would certainly not bring any good. Even a war would start over this. competition with other countries. China's expansion into space has also been seen as a sign of its growing global influence and competitiveness with other major spacefaring nations, such as the United States and Russia. In recent years, China has sought to assert itself as a major player in the global space industry and has sought to cooperate with other countries in a variety of space-related projects. Future plans. China has ambitious plans for the future of its space program, including the development of a new generation of launch vehicles and the construction of a permanent base on the moon. It is also planning to send a mission to Mars in the coming years and has expressed interest in exploring other destinations in the solar system as well. These are some of the surprising aspects of China's exploration into the vastness of space. Whether they find anything vital out there, only time could tell. Let us know what you think about it in the comments down below.